Hey, how you doing? Neil Howe here, and I just want to share with you some of the results on Google that we have and things that you can do with your interview that now that you already have that content recorded. Obviously it's a great piece of content, it's sharing your story, and you want to get that message out to as many people as possible. So here's what happens. As I said in my email, 87% of people, once they get introduced to you or your business, they go to the internet to find out more about you. So even if it's a recommendation from a friend, they're still going to the internet to try and find out more about you and your business. So for me, just a broad search, which is Neil Howe in Atlanta. There is a very famous Neil Howe out there that coined the term millennials. So most people that are looking for a Neil Howe are looking for that guy. He is more famous than I am. But for Neil Howe in Atlanta, as you can see, LinkedIn, my LinkedIn profile is pretty strong. So that comes up first. But there's a few other sites that, the LinkedIn is my own property that I control. So, yes, it's on a big domain authority network, but I control everything that goes on here. We're looking for third-party recommendations, and that's what other people are looking for when they're searching more about you, is what other people are saying about you. So we've got Authority Presswire here, which is an authority Presswire site. It goes out to hundreds of different news stations or online media stations across the country. We've got Business Innovators Radio, which was what your interview and your show was on, which is another third-party credibility site. Got an article here on small business trendsetters, which shows up really well. Here's one from an interview I did with a guest that put it up on their website. It also shows up for, my name, and again, that's third-party credibility appearing on somebody else's site. We've got a Twitter here, and then we've got Business Innovators Magazine, which is another high authority site. And then, as you can see, there's videos, different videos I've done for clients, a speaking event. So videos show up. YouTube, obviously, is extremely powerful. And down here, we've got another dentist client that I did an interview with, and finally here in Atlanta Magazine. So that's what shows up for that broad search. I'm getting a little bit tighter with the authority architect, which is what I'm known as, helping people build authority as that foundation for their business. And again, the videos show up really well because it's YouTube, the second most popular search engine behind Google. And then I got my website, which is neilhowe.co. Again, Authority Presswire, another Authority Presswire, Small Business Trendsetters, Business Innovators Radio, LinkedIn's a little bit further down. We've got the images. I've got my, this is for my podcast that I've done, being a guest on other people's. This is my partner, Craig Williams from The Apprentice. He was on NBC's Apprentice many years ago, and another book that I have written. I've also got my Amazon page and Blog Talk Radio. So none of them are really my sites. They're all third-party sites, and that's what you've got to strive for people to see when they come searching and looking for you. Again, like I said, YouTube is the second most popular search out there. I'm known on Business Innovators Radio as a host of the show, and it just shows you why these are so powerful. These shows show up really well. If you do a search for your name and for your business, you probably see one of your videos showing up, and this is just a selection of some of the people that I have interviewed that wanted to position themselves as the authority and share their message, just like you. And the reason that this Business Innovators radio channel and the YouTube channel is so powerful is that, we put videos out every single day. And if you get down here, got 2,594 videos. So that's, an extremely powerful channel. So it's a great way to get your message out there But again, you've got to do something else to use it and share it. So as an incognito there, let me just go back to the site and just show you why these sites have the authority that I'm talking about. Right up here is from Moz. They do a record of authority between 0 to 100. 100 being Google and Facebook and YouTube. They're all up around 100, but to get 37 is really good. And this is why they show up well when people are doing searches for you. Most local business marketing sites or local business websites are somewhere, you know, teens, 20s, 30s if they're really great. And not many, you know, business-owned sites go above that 30, maybe 40 mark. So you want to get as many links as possible from these high domain authority sites. So we've got the Authority Press Wire, which is a great looking site. This is press releases that go out on this site to give you an idea of what they look like. Here's one that did for a cleaning company in Atlanta. And as you can see, it goes out to all the affiliates of ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox across the country, all over the nation. So you can say that you've been featured on a nationwide press release, and people all over the nation are talking about you and your business. We've got some of the top newspapers. Digital Journal shows up great on Google News, and all these have high authority. Before I go any further, let me just click on a couple of these and share what that actually looks like. So you're on NBC, so you can use those logos in your marketing, which are extremely powerful. Talk about the domain authority of these kinds of sites is up at 70. So that is a great link that you have coming to your website. You also have links within each one of these press releases here. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with how local marketing and ranking works to get yourself on the map, but having these map embeds really helps, as well as your name, your address, your phone number, and your website URL is very important to help rank yourself on the map. So each one of these top level domains here have the links, they have the map embeds and the name, address, and phone number, which can really help you rank locally. A little further down, you've got the newspaper and major news sites. Like I said, this one does a really good job of showing up on Google News. And then further down, you've got some industry sites and some financial feeds. Great if you're in that financial industry. There's lots of different ones there. And then we've got some other regional and local sites as well that you can just share and always have something to promote. Let me show you what that looks like as far as Google's concerned. As you can see here, there's 706 results for this exact phrase, which was the title of the press release. And there are, you've got NBC, NBC, I'm not sure what the call signs for all these ones are, but all the NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, they all show up on Google there, giving you great credibility. One of the other sites that we have is Small Business Trendsetters. Again, it's up at 37, which is awesome. It's tied to all these different authorities, so you can be pictured alongside these kinds of people, which gives you added authority and shows up really well on Google, as you saw. Business Innovators Magazine is another one of those sites which highlights your interview. This really is for putting your interview up on this site. And again, 36 is high domain authority, and that's why it shows on the first page. And as you've already seen with the Business Innovators Radio Network, it's at 35 domain authority, and that's why you probably have this link showing up for your interview on your homepage now, as well as the YouTube. So I just wanted to share some of those things that really help you stand out from the competition like I said, 87% of people, once hearing about your business, whether it's just from a Google search or from a friend or a referral, they're still going to the internet to really see what they can find out about you, and you want them to see all this kind of credible stuff. So if you want to, learn more about this and how you can get on all these different sites and really increase your authority, click the link in the email here and schedule a consult. Just talk for a few minutes and see if this is really something that you want to do, and position yourself as that educator and advocate for the success of your clients and really get your message out there to the masses.